In today's video, we will talk about the movie Gold, released in 2020, which is the story of a man named Virgil who finds a lot of gold in the desert, but his greed makes him drown. The beginning of the story is a world of the future, in what is called a dystopian world. At this time, most of the human population on the Earth had been destroyed. Due to global warming and pollution, the entire Earth had become barren, and the remaining humans had to struggle a lot to survive. We are shown a barren desert, in which a train was passing. A man was sitting in that train, whose name was Virgil. After this, the train stops at a station, and Virgil gets down there. He goes to an outpost where a man was sitting. He asks that man that I was supposed to meet a man here who was going to take me to a place called Da Compute. Did he come here? But the man doesn't answer him at all. While Virgil is in the bathroom, there comes a man. He asks, "Virgil, are you the one who is going to the Compout area?" Virgil says yes. Actually, this is the same man who was taking Virgil in his car to a place called Compout. His name is Kate. He tells Virgil that you will have to pay $200, including gas, water, and other things. Virgil says, okay. On the way, Virgil turns on the AC of the car, but Kate says that this will put a lot of load on the engine, and the engine will overheat. It will happen that the place where they were going is very far away, and yet due to the heat, the tire of their car bursts. Now they have to change the tire to go further. When both of them were changing the tires, there was still the dog was eating another dog alive. Due to hunger, those dogs had become wild, and they also eat humans. Then a cat chases away the dog and kills the injured dog with a stone. Anyway, he is going to survive. No, on the contrary, he was suffering from pain. Now, after changing the tire, both of them continue their journey, and after walking the whole day, they both stop at one place at night and light a fire for themselves to save themselves from those wild dogs, because those dogs can attack humans too. Kate asks Virgil what he will do when he goes there. Then Virgil shows her the paper. He tells her that the place he is going to is a construction site, and once there, he will settle down. Kate. He says that that place is very bad. One has to work very hard there. Virgil says that he is not afraid of working hard. Next morning, they both continue their journey, and this time Virgil was driving the car and Kate was sleeping. He turns on the car's AC, due to which the engine gets very hot and the car stops. Kate gets very angry at Virgil's stupidity. He says that I had forbidden you to turn on the AC, yet why did you turn it on? Virgil tells him, sorry. Kate says maybe the pipe might have burst. I look at it. Now Virgil goes to a tree where he sees a lot of stones in a place. He goes to it, and there he sees a shining light. When the thing is seen, he immediately calls out to Kate and tells her that he has found something. Kate says that if it is really gold, then it will not turn black even after stirring it. Kate burns that gold with the help of a lighter, but then, even when it does not turn black, both of them agree that it is gold. Now, without any delay, they both start digging there, but soon they understand that it is not a piece, but a whole mountain of gold, which is very difficult to take out. It was not easy. They both tied the gold to their cart and pulled it, but the rope broke. Even after trying again and again, when things did not work out, Kate became very angry. Even after trying for the whole day, she did not get it. When they could take it out, Kate said that we would need a lot of wood to spend the night here, so that the dogs would stay away from us. Before the evening, both of them gathered a lot of girls and then lit a fire for themselves. Both of them were dancing happily. Kate says that we are going to need an excavator to get this gold. One of us will have to get the excavator and one of us will have to stay here because we should not leave this gold alone. Kate says that I am going to get the excavator. I know of a place where we can get an excavator. That place is at a distance of 2 days from here, but it will take 2 days to come back. And because the vehicle will be loaded with the excavator, the engine will get very hot. Hence, we will have to move forward intermittently, which means it will take 5 days to bring the excavator. Kate tells Virgil that you go to get the excavator and I stay here. Virgil says that you go because you know about that place and I stay here. Both of them did not trust each other at all. Kate says that if you stay here, you will have to save food and water, and you will also have to stay away from the sun and dogs. After I leave, you will be alone here. Virgil says he's ready for all this. The next morning, Kate prepares to leave. He gives Virgil some water and keeps more for himself. He tells her he'll need more water to keep the engine cool. He also gives Virgil some tips on foods to eat and a satellite phone, telling him to call him when he finds the excavator. And he also says to keep me updated about the situation here. Saying this, he takes his truck and leaves. Now Virgil was alone in this desert, and he had very little food and water. Now he covers that gold back with soil so that no one can see it. To protect himself from the sun, he ties a cloth to a tree and sits in its shade. Before evening, he collects wood and leaves it at night. He lights a fire and sits near her. There are ferocious dogs in this desert, and Virgil could hear their voices. He was very afraid of them. Now the night passes. The next day, Bo wakes up very late and then calls from Kate. He comes, but he is not able to pick it up. He has only one job here, to collect wood and guard the gold, but due to the strong sun, it was very difficult to survive in this desert. Then he sees a shining object in the desert far away, and he takes his luggage and sets out towards it in the hope of finding a good place to hide something. On reaching there, he sees a crash plan, and there cannot be a better place than this to save one's life in the desert. He thinks of staying here, but he could not leave the gold alone. Then he starts taking out the parts of that plane and drags them to the gold. But in all this, he was wasting a lot of energy, and at the same time, he was also losing water. He used that part to make a seltzer for himself, but now the sun had started showing its effect, and now blisters started appearing on his face. The Samako breaks a piece of gold with the help of a stone, and then he gets a call from Kate, who tells him that he has stopped at a station because the engine has overheated. Although I am moving fast, it may take me a while to reach. Virgil tells him that I have broken a piece of gold. Kate tells him not to make a fool of running away with that piece. We have a lot of gold. Virgil says it's okay now he runs out of wood at night, so he goes to collect wood at night, but now those wild dogs start coming to him, and they want to make him their prey. Virgil goes with great difficulty. He spends the night looking far into the desert. When Kate arrives and gets a taste of this desert, because now his food and water are almost finished. In order to improve his seltzer, he goes to a crash site. He goes near the plane, but then he sees a girl coming straight towards him. He hides in the plane after seeing her and also hides his gold, but the girl sees Virgil. Virgil gets out of the plane. The girl asks, "What are you doing in this desert? And where are you taking this debris?" But Virgil does not answer these questions properly. The girl says that there is a putter hall 5 kilometers away from here, and I can take you there. But Virgil says that I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay here. You leave me alone. Virgil starts to leave, but that girl was also following him. Virgil, to get rid of the girl, says that I am going to a place called Compound, and my friend is going to pass through here. Then Bo kills the girl and digs a hole and buries her. But after some time, wild dogs dig out her body and start eating her. Then Virgil takes her body away. He burns it, but while doing all this, his eyes become moist. He would never have thought that he did not have enough courage to survive in the desert. Then Kate consoles him a little, and just then, a truck passes by, and Virgil thinks for a moment that he should take the gold piece and get out of here. Then Bo sees that a sandstorm is heading towards him. Seeing this, he immediately runs to his shelter. He runs forward towards the village. He reaches the shelter, but the wind is so strong that it blows away the entire shelter, and his belongings also get scattered. Then he sees that dry wood has entered his stomach. The servant goes out to the wood, and there comes a girl who gives him water to drink. Virgil thinks that she is the same girl whom he killed. He thinks that she is his illusion. Bo girl asks him that he killed my sister. Then Bo understands everything but doesn't tell her anything, and the girl leaves from there. Now in the morning, Virgil lights a fire around himself because he couldn't stay awake all night. He calls Kate and asks her, "Where are you?" Kate tells me, "I am very close to you." Kate reached Virgil, but he got greedy inside him. He stayed here and waited for Virgil to run out of food and water, and he would be killed by wild dogs. So that all the gold becomes his. Virgil was screaming for help, but now Kate was not even picking up his phone. Here we see Virgil, who is now attacked by dogs, but he was not concerned about his life at all. His only focus was on gold. But in his last moments, he realizes that Kate has betrayed him. When the dogs eat Virgil, Kate comes there to collect the gold, and then he is hit by an arrow, but the exact same arrow that girl had. And she had come here a while ago. Now she will get the truck excavator and that gold too. From this story, we learn that the result of greed is never good. We do not get anything by being greedy. If you like the story, then please like it, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon.